She got that sweet juice, Minute Maid, some about that lemonade. Take a sip, blowing purple clouds, taste like lemon haze. Conversations back and forth like damn, we could go on for days. Looking back at it like damn, she bad when she walk away. Here we go, been down this road, they already know. When we go on tour, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. People talk about us like they understand just what this is. I just wanna give you all you want and not to double it. They all say I'm way too young, maybe I'm just ignorant. I won't find nobody like you on some real shit. Spend a couple hours on the phone, hey. I don't wanna let you go, I'll be all about you, babe. I'll be all about you, babe. Saying so unless you don't know, they won't find what we got and that gon' drive me crazy.
Live from Sacred Death Studios in Los Santos, San Andreas. Welcome everyone to Late-Night Counter-Apologetics. And now, please welcome your host. He is the wise man of the Sacred Death Motorcycle Club. He is the sexiest man in all of word wrestling entertainment. He is the most entertaining man in the history of evolutionary biology. He is the virtual visionary, Mr. Dual PhD himself. Please give it up for the architect of the atheist apocalypse, the only man to have his vestments blessed by Pine Creek, the most high apostle of the cult of the Flying Man. He is none other than the Outlaw Prince, the one and only Jesus who can save us, Dr. Heartbreak J. Pocketlocker Bundy.
How many times they go?
Try to put me in the grave.
They try to put me in the grave, cause I'm down deep, about 6 feet. I need someone to save. Let's go! Y'all ready for a great stream tonight?
Everywhere I go.
Y'all ready to find out how the cult of the Flying Man has officially invaded evolutionary biology? This takeover of the scientific field has begun. I will be your tour guide. Hang on to your butts. Yes.
I was born a sinner.
I was born a sinner.
That's how I'm gonna die.
That's surely how I'm gonna die.
So when I drop down to my knees, I thank the Lord and cry.
I thank the Lord and I cry.
I've seen so many things.
Seen so many things. I don't wanna believe.
But my eyes see through those lies, and the truth will set you free.
Let's
And I
go.
say, amen, amen, hallelujah, I'm going in. Amen, amen, hallelujah, I'm going in again. Take a look through my eyes. You You've been looking from the outside. I've been down a dark road. I need him on my side. I know that you hear me when I call your name. I know that you see me. You can feel my pain. Break the shackles off my chains. Only one to make me change. I know you can hear when I say amen, amen, hallelujah. I'm going in. Amen, amen, hallelujah. I'm going in.
Hallelujah. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all ready to go?
How many times they gonna kill me? Try to put me in the grave. Cause I'm down deep, I'm about 6 feet. I need someone to save. I only wear my
Alrighty. Sorry, I forgot to turn the speakers off. Let's, man, I don't know. I feel like this mic's probably killer loud. Yeah, it sounds nice, actually. Let's turn, oh, my monitors are crazy loud. That's why. All right, got it. Turn those down a little bit. Let's go over here. V76G. All right. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Hey, Jay. What up, No Name? Thank you so much for coming through. What is over here? I'm not seeing your thing in the chat for some reason. I must be... Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I got it. Although, I'm going to pull up Twitch anyway. I think I'd rather monitor the stream over on Twitch. So I'm going to do that. What's up, No Name? Hey, No Name, I presented that video today at the Evolution Conference. It was super well received. My colleagues were going nuts. So I'm going to upload that real quick, and then I'm just going to kind of chill out and do some gaming. Before I do that, though, I want to quickly, get into airplane mode and do a quick communion to celebrate. So let me switch over the scene here. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the new digs, everybody. Let's switch over to the camera view. In 3, 2, go. Yeah, man, it's really awesome. Can't thank you enough for all your help. Your comments definitely got it going, right? And I was able to show my colleagues, hey, look, these are real people that watch this in real time. They watched me record this thing 4 times. My colleagues were impressed to see you guys interacting with each other, asking and answering questions, the musical stuff. They just went nuts. And, nobody tried anything like that. And I'm sure that nobody has tried, they've never seen anything like that at a science conference. So we're going to upload that to YouTube now that I've, it's been released officially. It's a conference, responsibilities are done. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this quick wake and bake communion thing, man. I fucked around and forgot my, wine. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on my timing and stuff. I'm going to hit a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my wine, pee, and fill up my water. So give me literally about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. We'll get this thing going. So glad you decided to join me. And we'll just take this quick break right here.
Look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both, now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today. This is the art season in New York. At the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim, the new Whitney Museum, Museum of Modern Art, and here at the elegant Wally F. Art Galleries, where art lovers see a show that marries art with fashion. This abstraction, called Caperland No. 1, is not a painting and it's not on canvas. It's printed on Caperland nylon and can be worn. So fashion models walk through the art galleries wearing chic dresses in the same prints that are framed to hang on the walls like old masters. And what's more, this art is washable. Leading dress designers think the bigger, the bolder, the wilder the print, the more artistic the dress, such as the dresses styled by Cobb's Corner. And the same bold prints look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both, now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today.
This is soap. You can wash your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and fresh and clean and dry. This is cleansing cream. You can cleanse your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and soft and smooth and greasy. This is Bactine medicated skin cream. It is a new thing. It is a washing cream. You wash your face with it. It makes your face feel nice and fresh and clean and nice and soft and smooth and not dry and not greasy. And while it's at it, Bactine is also antiseptic. It cleans deep down to pores and makes your face feel safe from ugliness-causing germs and bacteria. Bactine does a lot of things that soap and cleansing creams just can't do. But it doesn't get rid of freckles either. The washing cream.
Alka-Seltzer invents a new disease, the blahs. The blahs is kind of like the blues, only physical. It's when you're down in the dumps and you don't know a cold is working on you. It's when you're not feeling right, but you don't know what's wrong. It might be a headache on its way, a stomach ache on its way. Oh, the blahs. Who needs them? You know, we wouldn't have invented a disease unless we had something to take for it. Alka-Seltzer. If Alka-Seltzer can take care of real big upsets, think of what it can do for a simple case of the blahs.
I'm going to show you a new antiseptic skin cleanser that works when it's on and keeps working for 12 hours after you wash it off. Bactine medicated skin cream. It's got the great Bactine germ killer in it, so it cleans your skin right down into the pores, right down to the germs and bacteria that can cause blemishes. After you wash it off, it leaves a soft, invisible film that protects your skin from more germs for 12 hours. Excuse me. Your skin will be antiseptically clean and protected from germs that can damage it for 12 hours. If you use Bactine medicated skin cream morning and night, it really pays off.
Get set!
That was a pretty good fight for a change. What was it? Blueberry tang?
Yeah, blueberry. First contest, kid?
Follow me. This is Alka-Seltzer. Gets rid of that stuffy feeling. When you've been on the circuit as long as I have, you'll know. See you around, kid.
Next time you overeat, take what the guys who overeat for a living take. Alka-Seltzer.
Man, nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave. Take it off. Take it all off. Nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave. The closer you shave, the more you need Noxema. Noxema medicated comfort shave.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country.
All right. Welcome back, folks. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Sorry about that. It took me a little bit longer. I had to actually bring in the wine. I left it in my bag and put some ice in it then because it wasn't chilled. And of course, I left it in the fridge, in the kitchen. Of course. All right, I'm back, y'all. Let's get this going. Let's do a quick communion ritual and get into airplane mode and go ahead and get going. Exactly. Let's see. All right, guys. Let me see. Let me get my audio straight over here. All right, here we go. All right, y'all know the drill. Through him, with him, in the unity of the flying man. All glory and honor is yours who flied for our sins forever and ever. You may drink. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, choir. Give it to me. Got to get that communion. All right, and I got a lighter.
The number of mentions of...
Yes, sir. Oh man, I love it. All right, let's get in this airplane mode. Let's go.
Oh, Guardian. Yeah. Whoa. Long live John Tio. Nigga lost so many, I got no conscience. Lost my whole right hand, had to keep grinding. Had to check up on my circle, it ain't no rhombus. Still remember mom's call, told me about Johnny. Sitting back in the chair, thinking she lying. Then I listen close here, she crying. Then it get dark, but it's light, cause you know for a fact God do it all in time and questioned it all. But I stopped there, John put me on to some fly shit. Louis V for the baggage, time of heart stakes, we ain't gramming. Should've showed you the
Let's
plan.
go.
Matching tux at the Grammys. Dog, your family, my family. Look out the plane, still see damage, but now look over the modes. Going down as the greatest, just to get to the top and show all the gain that you gave me. Y'all in this verse like my mom. Never bye, see you later. Rest in peace, Jonathan Tio. That's my bro, miss you daily. Goddamn,
All right, actually though, this is a previous song. I really wanted to play. I want to play this this one. I'm gonna start using as my intro. This is gonna be the one I think I'm gonna make my countdown song. Yeah, I love this. I think it's so for airplane mode. It's just so perfect.
Working hard on my stump, what's the problem? I ain't had shit to show, being modest. Now it's grams of the wax for my conscience. Bron James in LA, you're on college. I've been jumping on them planes like a hobby. Still moving with the pack like my partners. Put the John on them jets, cause you wildin'. Put the bowl, it's a party on the island. Moment of silence. So good, get back to the top.
Hey, no name. When we start traveling around, when we start moving around, traveling around, going places to promote the shows, we're gonna be in that airplane mode, taking pictures at the airports, taking pictures in all the different states. Catch us in airplane mode.
Spent the money with the gang, never post pics. Seen a change in the game, had to coach it. Never let them take my wangs in the mold, bitch. Ever made in a month, nigga. Used to serve them at the minute just to front, nigga. Goddamn. Had to grow up quick, I made my own rules.
Yes.
First child got it jumping with music.
Yes.
Can't really hang with nobody who loses.
Nah.
I thought by now that you would go and get it, but I could hardly see niggas this distant. Know you get cropped.
That's right, they dance, they don't get it.
And I made that tag and went got a bag. Woo! To the Henny, you know, your prescriptions put rebel shit on the map. Took a leap from where I started at. Started ballin', now I'm Chris Paul and Cass. Got him steady calling for the mode, but I'm on a roll, gotta call him back. And that's all fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. All aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should now be clear. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed, as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication.
I'm gonna probably put on some gin and truth real quick because I want to roll some joints. First, I'm gonna smoke a little bit more, and I'm gonna play out a song. I think this is perfect. I know he didn't do it for me, and I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm gonna be playing a lot of my cousin's other records on this channel. Oh shit, I didn't cut. My bad. I didn't change scenes. My bad. But the thing is it's like he didn't do this for me, but having these songs 1 and 2 like this is perfect because that Stunt 102 is what I want to come out to. That's like, I wouldn't call it the entrance music. Obviously, my entrance music depends on which character I'm using. But like, the music I have now, I'm gonna play real quick. I'm gonna hit the intro, y'all hear the music. Or I'll hit the be right back actually so people don't get confused. I'll hit the be right back, but you'll hear the music. This is the music I have in my start, intro, and outro. It's actually made by the same guy that does Pine Creek's music. But I love the track, but we have one of my MyOneBlack friends gave us the music for Hot Program, and I want to use my cousin's music for my stuff.
She got that sweet juice, Minute Maid, summer vibe, that lemonade. Take a sip, blowing purple clouds, taste like lemon haze. Conversations back and forth like damn, we could go on for days. Looking back at it like damn, she bad when she walk away. Here we go, been down this road, they already know. When we go on tour, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. People talk about us like they understand just what this is. I just wanna give you all you want and then to double it. They all say I'm way too young, maybe I'm just ignorant. I won't find nobody like you on some real shit. Spend a couple hours on the phone, hey. I don't wanna let you go, I'll be all about you, babe. I'll be all about you, babe. Saying so unless you don't know, they won't find what we got and that gon' drive me crazy. No need to rush, I'ma still be here tomorrow. Had to take my chances, baby, I just struck the lotto. And I'll be so gone, don't know where I go wrong. Don't remember last night, I blame it on the bottle. And I'm just living life, I would rather not question it. All the time invested, you could see that we was next to win. Over anything, I'll still be right here when they gone. I just had to put you in the song, don't get me wrong. They all say I'm way too young, baby, I'm just ignorant. I won't find nobody like you on some real shit. Spend a couple hours on the phone, hey. I don't wanna let you go, I'll be all about you, babe. I'll be all about you, babe. Saying so unless you don't know, they won't find what we got and that gon' drive me crazy, yeah.
So that's that song. Yeah, the Sublime song's cool. I might do a drum cover to it or something. But for my intro and outro song, I'm gonna use my cousin's music. So I just think this song is like just perfect for what I want the airplane mode vibe to be. And then this other song is perfect for when I'm done. Because right now I have the same song that plays for the countdown, the Be Right Back, in the end. So I'll probably try to find something for the Be Right Back. But Going Gone is perfect for when I'm done for like a stream ended scene.
Yeah, well. Too many calls, gotta stay out the way. Especially the streets, man, they in a rage. I remember my nigga, he caught a case on a run on the.
Plus, I think I'm gonna start making some content with my dad, hopefully. I'm sure if I do, my uncle will start popping up on the channel. So I want to do stuff that gives my channel more of a family vibe, makes it super personal. And I think having different ways to put a few different songs for my cousin in there. And I'll probably start using his music in the intros and outros for my videos, too, at some points. Obviously, I'll keep my entrance musics the same. Different versions of Cult of Personality, the HBK song. I might even do Super Kick Party at some point. But those character songs, those go with my wrestling character. Like the Heartbreak J thing, it has to be the Heartbreak K song. There's no other Heartbreak Kid theme song. So that has to be that for immediate theming. Purple Haze, I think using the Amen, Alleluia from Elias is also perfect. Because it allows me to do like the honky tonk man thing. Some of y'all don't know, not as big of wrestling fans. So the Elvis character thing comes from the honky tonk man. So this was a professional wrestling character who was. I should be in a different scene. I should be in the corner. There we go. And, you know, you could see he was an Elvis impersonator. One of the greatest Intercontinental champions ever. when he had the guitar and he used to smash the guitar over people's heads and shit. He's a bad guy, always a bad guy, just like Shawn Michaels in his prime was a bad guy. So, and then Elias, the guy this is his entrance music. He's kind of like the modern day Honky Tonk Man.
Hit it! How many times they gonna kill me? Try to put me in the grave. 'Cause I'm down deep. I'm about sick.
So to me, Elias is the modern day Honky Tonk Man. So to have that Elias theme song, which goes perfectly with the whole Cult of the Flying Man theme, and then, you know, use the Honky Tonk Man Elvis outfit when I do the Purple Haze character. It's just the evolution of the Purple Haze character. So in the show Sacred, the animated show I'm gonna make, I'll fill in more of his backstory through the different phases of how he gets there. But basically, it'll end up with Purple Haze. It was originally Purple Haze, Keith Hendricks, being sort of Heartbreak Jay's alter ego. You know, some people in chat already got that whole Faces of Foley thing. So there's essentially, at least right now, there's three. There's Heartbreak Jay, which is the main character. There's Purple Haze, which is and they all have the same names. You can call any of them. And then he has an actual like kick-ass, badass, you know, take no prisoners biker side where he like dresses in black and there's no gimmicks. It's like a no gimmicks, I'm just here to whoop ass kind of, not quite as Stone Cold, but very similar alter ego. And that's the actual embodiment of the Outlaw Prince. When I do that character, he actually comes out on a motorcycle and he does the bro love. Anyway, oh, you said that's your theme song, right? Now I got you. Yeah, let me play it actually, because the reason I wanted to put something on is because I gotta roll some joints real quick.
We're special.
So
The black phone.
So this will be a good thing for me to play while I'm smoking, while I'm rolling.
Well, the other two are females. God only knows what
thanks for sending this up. Also, let me know if you're able to join the Discord. And let me know what's going on, No Name, if you're able to get in the Discord.
Well, Susan, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to learn that all four of them habitually smoke marijuana cigarettes. Reefers.
I could definitely do a drum cover to this, though. I should stop saying that before I remember how songs go on drums, but I've never heard a Sublime song I can't play on drums, so... Yeah, we could do this.
I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2.
I'm also hoping to maybe play a little Pinochle tonight, so we'll see.
I smoke 2 joints and then I smoke 2 more.
Overwhelming sense of impending doom.
Rock me tonight. Ooh.
Growing your business is what it's all about. CubeSmart gives you the space you need to do it. Online or in person, we make self-storage as easy as possible. Say goodbye to crowded inventory and hello to your success story with CubeSmart.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
Drums sound fucking perfect. Oh, thanks, No Name. I'm glad you like the transition. I can't tell you like how many times I got high to this at parties and places when I was in college. Doesn't bring back a memory, it brings back memory.
It's time to get back outside. At Mosquito Joe, we treat the source of the problem to make outside fun again.
The stream has no idea how good it is. Sometimes I need to give it a pep talk. Stream, you're not just any stream. You're the Disney bundle. You got Disney,
Yeah,
Pixar,
Stream.
Marvel,
You're
Star
not just
Wars,
any
and Nat
stream.
Geo and Disney Plus.
You're
You've
a
got thousands of
fantastic stream. I think you're one of my favorite stream. All right, let's sign in. Maybe let's not. Actually, let's just because it's gonna keep. I don't know. No, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. All right. Oh, here we go.
The disciples would have been saying, well, do we get a lamb? Do we kill it? And Jesus said, do this in remembrance of me, which was the Lord's Supper. And so they did that instead. And so they practiced Easter. They even though in the English language, that word didn't come around for, hundreds and hundreds of years. That's just how we describe it. Right. But the word Easter used to be synonymous with the Passover and with the Easter celebration until Tyndale invented a different word, Passover. So now we use that as well. So that we have a benefit where we have two words. Most other languages just have a word, Pascha or Pasch or Pasche. They use it, and in their context, like if you were in Greece and you said, happy Pascha, they would say, oh, happy Easter. They think you're saying happy Easter. And so that's what it means to them. And so
real briefly, before I rebut, I just want to say, because I was wondering which direction this would end up going. I've talked with a lot of KJV onlyists who say that this is Easter derived from Ishtar and all that. I appreciate tremendously that it appears you've studied this very well, because it's very difficult to argue with those kinds of points, only because they're so historically wrong. So I just want to say I really appreciate that about this, and I think this is going to be. I already knew this was going to be edifying. Going to be much more edifying now that I know that. With that said, I do think you kind of hinted to a little bit of what I was already saying in a sense. So talking about how there is this, different ways to celebrate it. So we have the Quartodeciman controversy, which arises in the 2nd century, right? And the controversy is about whether or not we're going to celebrate the holiday on the 14th of Nisan, which was the day in which Jesus was crucified. It's the first day of the Passover holiday. And it appears to be the tradition that John had passed on down to Polycarp, at least according to Irenaeus. And then on the other side, you have people in the West who claim they got the tradition from Paul, and their tradition was almost identical to our own today, right? It was the first Sunday after the Paschal week. Today, we're a little bit different. We say the first Sunday after the first Paschal moon, after the equinox. It's a little bit more complicated, but basically the same thing, right? And there's this dispute back and forth as far as to okay, what exactly are we going to be, celebrating here? The thing about it is, if we look back at what's being celebrated here, right? The Nisan 14th Passover, it's not that they were, John and Polycarp even were not confused as far as when the crucifixion was when the resurrection was happening, right? They knew it was actually going to be something that had occurred on the Festival of First Fruits. But the celebration that was going on Nisan 14th was a Christian celebration of Passover, because Jesus was the Paschal Lamb, right? It's very similar to the way Hebrew Roots and SDA today would celebrate the holiday of Passover, right? They're not celebrating it for the purposes of sacrificing a lamb or anything like that, because they believe in Jesus Christ. But they are celebrating it as the day which pointed to and is now fulfilled in Jesus sacrificing the lamb. Whereas in the West, that tradition, which they say they got from Paul, appears to be a little bit different, right? It's more of like a new holiday specifically celebrating, obviously drawing upon that, because Paul, of course, and Anicetus also would recognize that he was crucified on the Passover day. But while drawing upon that, it's still kind of separating itself into a new holiday, right? And hence the reason why you tend to see the further separation as time goes on between not just this practice, but other, quote, Jewish practices. For example, things like Sunday worship, right? Back when Anicetus and Polycarp were around, you worship on Saturday, you worship on Sunday, didn't matter, right? They were just, okay, well, as long as you're worshiping Jesus, that's the point. But as time goes on, as the Gentile church tries to separate themselves farther and farther from the Jews, you start to see these more solid lines, such as we go on Sunday, they go on Saturday, we do Easter, they do Passover, that kind of thing. Although, of course, they'd be calling it the same thing, but separation of the holidays. That separation doesn't appear to get seriously underway for a long period of time. In fact, even when Anicetus and Polycarp are talking about it, it's still 120 some odd years after Jesus has been crucified, well past the time of the apostles. And again, at Anicetus and Polycarp, the only one who actually knew the apostles was John. Anicetus claimed he got the tradition from Paul. He may have. I'm not necessarily denying that. But the only one of the two who actually knew a disciple was Polycarp, and Polycarp had learned at the feet of John, right? What that means for purposes of our conversation is that we do have really good evidence to suggest at least some of the apostles were celebrating Passover, whereas we have questionable evidence as far as whether or not some of the apostles were celebrating a specific resurrection day, which Easter would apply to. And why that gets important for our conversation is because when you go back to Acts 12, we know Acts 12:3 says, "Then were the days of unleavened bread." So given the historical context as well as the context of the verse, is it more proper for us to render this as Passover, meaning the Jewish holiday, or is it more proper for us to render this as Easter, meaning our modern, not American, but modern Christian holiday? And it appears from what I can gather that the former is a little more accurate. And I do want to emphasize a little because, you know, we are talking very much pedantically here in the sense that, like, if you render this Easter, you know the time of year, right? You know what's being discussed. Nothing in Acts is lost in translation per se. So this isn't like, oh, toss the KJV out, it has an error. But it's only just an example to demonstrate, you know, if we were to change this to, say, Passover, it at least appears that that would be a more accurate translation, and therefore we could, at very minimum, have an updated King James Version.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. My take on that is because it's not actually talking about the Easter day. It's specifically talking about the Easter week. And so the Passover could be many things. It could be a lamb. It could be a day. It could be a weekly celebration. You know, Jesus wanted to celebrate Passover. And so there's different definitions of what the Passover is. But one of those definitions is it's a week-long celebration. And so, or it's a long celebration. And so this is the same as Easter. So basically the word Pascha, you just, to sort of clarify it in people's minds, you have the Old Testament Pascha and the New Testament Pascha, but they're both actually the same week. The reason that there was controversy over it was because of the change of calendars. And so when it came to the Council of Nicaea, they said, well, we're going to go with the Sunday after the 14th. And so the quarter-deciman meaning 14, they wanted to be sticklers to the 14th, to what the law said. And so that was sort of seen as legalist sort of thing a little bit. But ultimately, they were basically arguing about the same week. So in Acts chapter 12, verse 4, it's actually talking about the week of Passover, because in Acts chapter 12, verse 3, it says, then were the days of unleavened bread. So the feast of Passover had actually already happened. And so the days of unleavened bread, the day after the Passover, had actually started already. And so this was considered so basically, when you understand that it's a week-long celebration, so after that period, they were going to release Peter, or they were going to, kill Peter, or whatever they were going to do. And so, but I'll just reiterate that in John chapter 2, verse 13, it says, and the Jews' Passover, or the Jews' Pascha, was at hand. And in John 11:55, it says, and the Jews' Passover, or the Jews' Pascha, was nigh at hand. And so it says this twice in the book of John. Why would John actually say it's the Jews' part? It's like saying, it's the Jewish festival of Hanukkah. I mean, they're the only ones who were going to do it, right? And so, but that's because the early Christians had already, it's the very year after the crucifixion, the next year, they were all standing around saying, what are we going to do? And it's like, well, we're going to celebrate this week, but we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it the way Christ said at the Lord's Supper, when he was the Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world. We don't have to kill a lamb. That's the shadow. The fulfillment is Christ lives in us. We're going to celebrate the resurrection, or the cross, the burial, and the resurrection. And so it's all part of that. But later on, that gets called in English Easter. And so hopefully that brings a little bit of clarity to that.
Well, my question would be there, does it potentially prove a little too much? And what I mean by that is, at the time of John 2, now, of course, John is writing after all of this, right? Which is why he's able to record it all. So I don't want to be too anachronistic here. He's certainly writing, you know, after the crucifixion, I mean, it appears he's writing all the way down in the 60s AD. I know that's probably like way early for some of the scoffers, but I think he probably wrote around the 60s, directly before the Jewish-Roman War. Quite some time has passed is the point. With that said, though, when John 2 and John 11 are taking place, those are, the Passover is not a fulfilled holiday yet, right? And so to say that's the Jews' Passover in a manner that separates from those who are believing Christ it almost seems to be a little bit anachronistic at that point. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I would say that John, you know, obviously, I believe that after 32 AD, I believe, is when Christ died. So 33 AD is when they celebrated the first Easter, but in the Greek it's just called Pascha. In the Hebrew it would be Pesach, and so they were celebrating that, but just in a different way. And so they were celebrating the fulfillment. And so John, writing this in 60, he was writing to
what up, Snake? What up? No name. What kind of hours you working?
And so they obviously wrote the Bible in Greek for Greek people. And there is, obviously, people say Matthew was written in Hebrew and things like that, but so he was specifically going out of his way to say this is the Jews' Passover.
I just needed something on while I was rolling real quick.
He's writing to an audience who doesn't
also, this is the Standing for Truth channel that Rebecca was, that the guy that Rebecca interviewed on her Examining Evolution channel. Snake, thanks so much, man. It was just great to see you guys' names on the chat during my talk. I want to go ahead and upload that. Let me put on some lo-fi or something. All right, we're going to get in here and upload this video today to the J Bundy channel. Upload a video, select files. Super easy, super easy. We got to get it. I got to switch the drive over to this computer. Right now it's connected to the other computer. Dude, I think I'm going to start making Rebecca my first target. Thinking about making some Rebecca exposed type stuff. I think starting some shit, the sooner we start some shit, the better. Right? Because the sooner we get somebody to either feel like they need to get me on their show to set me straight, or even better, they start making content about my content, the better things go. Yeah, what up, Nano? What up, Nano? We live. What up, Nano? Man, I can't thank you enough for all the videos, Nano. I gotta be honest with you. I play them a lot of times, when I'm at home and shit. Just for myself, I just if I need a quick, it's like a drug almost. If I just need something let me get a quick hit of one of them Nano videos. And 2-3 minutes later, I'm in a fantastic mood. I mean, it works every time. All right, let me switch y'all over. Sorry, I'm not even showing y'all what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm tired. All right, here we go. Switching y'all over. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we about to, so here's my stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit more in the description. This video was presented during the experimental evolution session of the 2022 evolution meeting. The meeting is hosted by the Society for the Study of Evolution. Actually, let me go make sure I got these damn societies right. Evolution meeting. So yeah, I presented a talk today, y'all. Today, what we're celebrating, what I'm about to show y'all, is that today, for the first time, I introduced the world of evolutionary biology. I introduced my scientific colleagues to the cult of the flying man. And yeah, they really loved the video that I did, and so I'm uploading it to YouTube. All right, and let's get the societies. It's the Society for the Study of Evolution, the Society of Systematic Biologists, and the American Society of Naturalists, all right? All right, SSE. Wait, let me see. I get these wrong all the time. Society for the Study of Evolution. Society of Systematic Biologists. Society for the Study of Evolution. Society of Systematic Biologists. SSB. And the American Society of Naturalists, which is really cool because those of you that maybe know a little bit more about Darwin know that in Darwin's time, biologists, there was no such thing as biology. So people like Darwin were called natural philosophers or naturalists, which I guess in some weird way means I'm still a philosopher. I don't think about that enough, but my philosophy is science, so it's kind of weird. But methodological naturalism is technically a philosophy. But anyway, those are the three societies. For more information, and we'll put the link to the conference. And thanks to all my viewers. I'd like to send a special thank you to YouTube Punk for the graphic at the end. I'd also like to thank the live chat for their participation. All right. And then we've got the rest of my default J Bundy stuff, which is fine. Let me proofread this again. This video was presented during the experimental evolution session. Let's put that in single quotes. Of the 2022 evolution meetings, I guess we call it. 2022 conference. Yeah, 2022 evolution conference. Evolution 2022 conference, let's go with that. Evolution 2022. Thanks. All right, so this video was presented during the experimental evolution session of the Evolution 2022 conference. The meeting is hosted by the Society for the Study of Evolution. American Society of Naturalists, ASN, Society for the Study of Evolution. Society for the Study of Evolution, Society of Systematic Biologists, SSB, and the American Society of Naturalists, ASN. Oh, God, I'm so happy I presented to these three organizations. I'm also about to join the Education Committee for SSE, the Society for the Study of Evolution. This is what I'm telling y'all. I'm like a legit academic, and these motherfuckers that went to these bullshit-ass Bible colleges don't do real scholarship with other real scholars. Sorry, but they deserve the shade. They really do. Thanks to all my viewers. I'd like to send a special thank you to YouTube Punk for the graphic at the end. I'd also like to thank the live chat for their participation. Join me every weekend for Late Night Counter-Apologetics, live at 1 a.m.-ish Eastern every Sunday, Saturday late night, www.jbundy.com. Discord is the way to join my stream, receive and interact with me offline. This should just be my Discord info now, not the link. It will eventually be a new link, but it shouldn't be this one. Let's see. Copied. People for now just need to send me a message and I'll send them an invite to the Discord. Watch me co-host a live call-in show. I always do call-in hyphenated, I guess now. Call-in the hot program. This isn't the... Let's just do this. Check out my Twitch. I stream a variety of content. Music from... music is no longer by this dude, and there's no music in this video. That's from him anyway. Alright. This needs to be saved as the new default description. No, it's not made for kids. Age restriction, yeah, restrict the age or not. It doesn't. This video doesn't need to be age restricted, does it? No. Copyright. I don't care if it's got copyright shit. YouTube, you should know this about me already.
I talk a lot.
No, I don't give a goddamn about no goddamn copyright. And it does have copyright stuff in it, so go ahead and demonetize it. Alright, YouTube Studio. I want to change that default description. Upload defaults description here. Alright, that one's updated. Oh no, get rid of the beginning part. There we go. The default title should just be nothing for now. Default visibility should be public. All right. Oh yeah, I can keep going. Public. Nope. Alright, just go ahead. Oh yeah, and it's got the right title. I found the title. Oh, I didn't title it. It's not called Late Night Counter-Apologetics. It should actually be called Content. There's the title right there. History and habitat. Novelty. shape, trade-offs, and trade-ups in digital organisms. History and habitat, novelty, shape, trade-offs, and trade-ups in digital organisms. Trade-offs should not be capitalized. Oh, shouldn't be capitalized. History and habitat, novelty, shape, trade-offs, and trade-ups in digital organisms. All right, that's better. Save those changes. All right, fucking take that, apologetics. Take that, apologetics. That's a legit evolution talk given at a legit evolution conference to a conference filled with entirely evolutionary biologists. Most of whom, of course, that are professionals that aren't training, have PhDs. The rest, everybody else is training to become a scientist. So, yeah, a little bit different than what you're probably used to seeing on YouTube, but that's kind of what we're hoping to do, is mix the entertainment shit that we do in the shows with some, oh shit, y'all done fucked up because you thought Pocket was just silly, but it turns out he's an actual legit professional academic, and he can actually stay in character and do his science. So let's see what we got so far. This is the video.
And that's how I'm gonna die.
And as you guys can see, I give a talk about my dissertation research.
Evolutionary change. Number one is adaptation.
All right.
However, this effect was only
and then you know, did the little outro. So go check that out at jbundy. Not jbundy.com. Listen to me. I need to put it on jbundy.com. I'll do that later. But go check it out on the J Bundy YouTube channel. Let me go ahead. Actually, let me drop the link to the video directly into the chat, so that there'll be a record of it with this stream. Boop. Boop. All right. Apologeticalist. I like professional apologist. It's what somebody said. What did they say the other day? Professional creationist. So professional apologist. But yeah, there are some funny words we could come up with. Let me see. All right, I want to play Pinochle now. But I guess I wanted to see what my club is up to, because I'm kind of tired, and I don't want to think that hard. All right, so let's see. That would mean changing this over to HDMI 3. All right, there's the PlayStation. Let's see about oh, I should change scene to corner. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't change scene to come back on camera. Some bad. All right, there we go. Let's add the game capture. There we go. And then we'll switch. 3, 2, 1. All right, need my PlayStation controller. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got. Also, I should be able to sit back from the mic and still be heard pretty fine. Yeah, this is a lot better for my posture and all that good stuff. Oh, interesting. What site is that? All right, my club is on, but it doesn't look like anybody's playing GTA, but I'm gonna get in the party. What up, y'all?
Hey. What's up?
What up, what up? I'm streaming, so I might have a party in the stream from time to time.
Okay.
Anybody playing? Y'all gonna play GTA later?
Depends on what time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm about to play some cards on my computer, but I'll probably just gonna hang out in the party. But if
What kind of cards? If
Pinochle.
I am down to sell some drugs, I have some stuff.
Oh, you have some stuff to sell?
When I get on later, I'm on art.
All right. I got you. Also, I guess if y'all want, y'all can send me a message in Discord or something. But yeah, how's everybody doing otherwise?
Like, let you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We just downloaded Fall Guys.
You said you downloaded Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Have you tried it yet?
It's like parkour obstacle course with a little character.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I liked it. It's fun, like playing with someone.
Got you, like multiplayer. That's what's up. All right, y'all. I'm gonna probably mute my mic so I make sure I don't put no crazy audio in here.
Oh,
It don't bother me.
All right. All right, I'm gonna lead this up and on. Ooh, hold on. We may have just changed everything right now immediately. The fuck is this? Is this shit new? This shit came out last week? $22? Old school looking? Wait, where's my games? Where's my sound at?
We should make another building. Right?
What?
We could start building across the lake where the greenhouse is. All that area is ours. Like, if we want to build over there, we can.
Yeah.
All right, my audio is gone. It just wasn't playing for that video. Oh shit, I did leave my mic in the party. Oh, but I muted myself so they can't hear me. Okay. Well, let me pull that out anyway. All right. It's a beautifully realized side-scrolling beat-em-up invoking the Turtles' legendary 1987 design and paying homage to classics like Turtles in Time. Gameplay, brawling. Oh, I'm totally into this. I'm totally into this. Up to 4 players simultaneously. Y'all niggas need to get PS4s. Power motherfucking bunga. Oh yeah, I'm into this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna play some cards while they download this shit.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Simpsons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that shit looks dope. Nah, y'all just use my fucking, I don't like when you use my PayPal. Yeah, use my Visa. All right, download that shit. Great. Oh, damn, this shit's probably not gonna take that long. I'm trying to think, what time do I have to go to bed tonight? I gotta go to bed at like 4, which means I should really get off at like 2. I could maybe play this till like 12 or 12:30. Just to start to get a feel for it, have some fun, fuck around with something new. Stop. But yeah, let me listen to some more airplane mode probably. Oh, I don't think I have it on my screen here. Just pull it up on another screen. It's no big deal. It's airplane mode. All right, I'm gonna start with that number 3, Crunch Time Flow. Man, I gotta turn off this damn lo-fi though. I don't want to play with my cousin's music. It sounds good though. Oh my god, they sound so good mixed together right now. Oh no, they don't. That was him. All right, never mind. All right, there we go.
Niggas wanna see your gigs on standby. Damn right, niggas crossing over like you sham God. Swear I never gave a fuck what niggas said, cause if you shake my hand, we 100
All right.
Nigga, I would never take the stand on ya.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I just want to pee real quick, and when I get back, we'll fire up this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna show y'all what I do when I take a commercial. I pull up the commercials. I chill here for a second. I wait for the commercial that's playing to end. Sometimes. And then I cut to it for the time for the next one.
Mary Ann Lynch took off at 7:45 a.m., flew 2,949 miles, made 3 stops. And most of the trip still lies ahead. Now there are schedules to check, flight reports to make, a quick supper with friends before turning in. Next morning, on the go again at 6:15. Then St. Louis, Cincinnati, finally New York. Glamour job. Mary Ann has made dozens of runs like this, served hundreds of hot meals, greeted thousands of new people. It all demands a lot of charm and works out to a lot of Coke. Does Coca-Cola have the taste you never get tired of? Do we mean it when we say Coke is always refreshing? Is things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke just a slogan? Right, Miss Mary Ann Lynch, Trans World Airlines, Box 7144, St. Louis, Missouri. She'll tell you. Coca-Cola has the taste you never get tired of. Always refreshing. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke. In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor. In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Right? And then I do something very similar on the way out. Sorry, I just needed to get the mix together there. Let me also turn this down. What I do basically is when I come back, I just kind of sit here. I have on one screen what you guys see live. I have on the other screen what's next. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the commercial, watching it. And then when I see that commercial's come to an end, that's when I cut to the next scene. And so I'm just showing you, I'll be back here sometimes. I don't always do it. Sometimes I just come in and out quickly of breaks. That's actually what I put up the Be Right Back scene for. The Be Right Back scene makes it so that I don't have to worry about timing my leaving and returning in sync with the commercial tape. There's basically a really long video. It's probably like an hour or something long, and it's just looping these commercials. And then I time when I come in and out of them. But I just be showing you, I'll be getting busy back here. I'll be doing shit that you don't even appreciate that somebody normally is doing a broadcast, like listening to the preview and then saying, oh, okay, now I can cut to a commercial, and then sitting back here when I come back, like, okay, this commercial's about to come to an end, finger on the button, okay, boom, transition. So I like doing stuff like that, adds a little bit of polish to the broadcasting by working on the timing. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, see what they got to offer.
Is this it? Yeah, this is it.
Also, I muted the PlayStation party. There was really no reason for us to be listening to them. But I still got my club's logo up, so we good. It's all love. I actually love the way it looks on camera. It looks super sharp. On the broadcast, rather. All right, here we go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, April. Yeah, I think I'm gonna edit this and I could do something with this. This is dope. Oh, amazing editing. Oh, I'm excited. This looks fun.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge.
All right, let's light up real quick before I press start.
Why she wanna leave me alone? Saying all I do is wrong. No rights when they been left turns. Playing that she gotta let it burn. Saying that the hell's not a home. Sunshine cause you heard it all before. Sometimes she don't wanna be alone. Most times she don't want me gone. She don't know I try my all. She don't know I sprung in the sun, but I'm going in the winter, so we good to the fall. Remember how I told you I get it and I win. Now I'm got it, you ain't answering my call. Wonder if I've been moving too strong. Maybe I just been moving too boss. Really hate when the feeling get lost. Nowadays she just dodge my calls. In the game throwing laws like Paul. Young legend Miss John like Wall. And I wish you never met like Call. Dick game lay it down like law. Made plans but you canceled them all. I was just trying to splurge in the mall. Now I'm home stacking bread till you call.
It's time to roll. She tryna slide. We smoking Zah. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl. It's time to roll. She tryna ride. We smoking. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs, girl. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl.
Be smoking that side. I'm trying to get high. She said that she not ready for lust. I waste my time. I got demons in my closet. I can't hide. I did all my exes wrong. They wish I died. Damn, I tried. They won't believe me when I say this. Oh my God, what a blessing. Hello Phoenix, that's my twin. I told these hoes they won't get my heart again, not again. Cause they were missing when I needed just a friend.
They were missing, yeah, they all were missing. They don't want no smoke, they hit the blunt and started tripping. My daughter about to be 5, I ain't got no time to be bitching. I'm still reminiscing, we ain't had no food in the kitchen. I gotta go stack. Oh, wait, I know I'm heading, but I'm going up. I hit the side, now your sack feel like I'm throwing up. And I just took another perk, cause one wasn't enough. Yeah. It's time to roll. She tryna slide. We smoking Zah. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs, girl. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl. It's time to roll. She tryna ride. We smoking. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs, girl. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl. It's time to roll. She tryna slide. We smoking Zah. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs, girl. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl. It's time to roll. She tryna ride. We smoking. Stop acting shy. Cause you a demon when I get between your thighs, girl. You like my rib, you know I need you by my side, girl.
Ready for takeoff?
Start my morning every day with her. In the afternoon I lay with her. In the evening I'ma stay with her. Hi, I'm in love.
I ain't even tripping, but them say she a drug, cause she here every day for me. In the morning, hit her faithfully. At least a dub when we touch, no one falling in love. I ain't even tripping, cause she the one I could trust. Even bring her out on dates with me. See my mama new place with me. She hold me down on the days when I ain't feeling too up. I ain't even tripping, cause she with me in the clutch. I go all out the way for ya. Take some time out my day for ya. I even took her on a plane, but she ain't even a drug. Some say I'm tripping, but they ain't even in love. In the morning I might lay with ya. In the afternoon I play with ya. But I know I'm never tripping. The signs say I'm in love. Mary Jane is different, cause she ain't even a drug. She be there every day for me. She my sweet Mary Jane shorty. I even took her on a plane, but never enough. Some say I'm tripping, she turned me into the plug. She be there dealing way with me. She be there to take the pain from me. The homie said that I'm tripping, but all I do is get drunk. Smoking on the wax, they thinking I'm off the drugs. I go all out the way for ya. In the morning I might lay with ya. In the afternoon I stay, cause she know that I'm in love. I ain't even tripping, cause she the one I could trust. She go running every day with me. Take the kids out to play with me. They say I'm tripping, I ain't slipping, cause she ain't even a drug. Niggas sipping lean, ain't worried what's in your cup. In the morning I might play with ya. Take a long walk and stay with ya. She my sweet Mary Jane, and she the one I could trust. Niggas sipping lean, but me I'm smoking a dub. I go all out the way for ya. Take some time out my day for ya. I even took her on a plane, but never enough. Some say I'm tripping, but they ain't even in love. In the morning I might lay with ya. In the afternoon I play with ya. But I know I'm never tripping, cause hi, I'm in love. Mary Jane is different, cause she ain't even a drug. Yeah. LaGuardia. Yeah. Whoa. Long live John Tio. Nigga lost so many, I got no conscience. Lost my whole right hand, had to keep grinding. Had to check up on my circle, it ain't no rhombus. Still remember mom's call, told me about Johnny. Sitting back in the chair, thinking she lying. Then I listen close here and she crying. Then it get dark, but it's like, cause you know for a fact God do it all in time and questioned it all. But I stopped there, John put me on to some fly shit. Louis V for the baggage, time of heart stakes, we ain't gramming. Should've showed you the plan here. Matching tux at the Grammys. Dog, your family, my family. Look out the plane, still see damage. But now look over the modes. Going down as the greatest. Just to get to the top.
I'm gonna pick Donatello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Donatello. All right. Chill, okay, or gnarly? Chill. I'm gonna have to probably reference this for a while till I get this. I also don't know how you jump. All right. L1. Pizza, 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 pizza.
Any comments?
Super dive attack. Super flying attack. Radical mode. All right. Don't remember any of that. All right, this probably has some replay value because I probably replay as April and Splinter, see how that goes.
Well, what are we waiting for?
And they have different attributes. I guess he has the best range, probably lowest speed. Oh, Bio's in the party. That's good. Oh, Leonardo's the balanced one.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Casey Jones, yeah, they didn't put him in there. I wish the CPU would play as them. Oh, what's going on? Where's the gift receipt? Sup, New York? We interrupt this program to give you chaos. Aha. The Statue of Liberty is something. I should do this with my widescreen setup, though. This is what I'm thinking, is I should do this with my widescreen setup and center it at the top, maybe, instead of the bottom. Maybe set up a scene for a widescreen and put the camera in the bottom. Yeah, I think I'll try it out. Jaw-breaking news. Move list. Oh, good. Run. Double tap it. X. Super jump. Backflip. Round off. Attack. Combo attack. Back kick. Grab. Oh, and then it's like square, and then all the combos of square. Hold it. Rising attack, dive attack, midair. Shoulder bash while running. During a super jump, a backflip, or a round off. Yep, a sliding attack while running. Escape roll, wake up roll. Dive attack, taunt, radical mode, cheer up, reanimate, cheer up, reanimate, just hold it. Sandwich attack, Oh, nice. Super jump. All right, there we go. All right, let's see how it goes. Let's go. Son. Failed to finish level on hard. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's get it. There's that jump. Just trying to. A triangle is like the super shit, right? Get some directions going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What up? What up? What? Nah, this ain't gonna work. Matter of fact, I think it might be easier to play this with the D-pad. I just switched over to the D-pad. Yeah, because it's easier to double tap. Sprint. Oh yeah. What do y'all? I don't care if they secretaries. They gotta go too. What? Bye. See you later. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, this is too much fun. What? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Power out!
Yeah. What up? What up, though? What up? Damn it. How do I dodge that thing? Can you sprint up this way? No, mostly. No, all right. We gotta hold it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh wait, look at my health. I gotta eat that pizza. No, I'm about to die. Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No, fuck out of here, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Bye. What? What? Nigga, what? Nigga, do you know who I am? What? 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 Purple haze, baby, let's go. Oh. What? Come on, sucker, you didn't think that was gonna work, did you? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what? Oh, this shit fun. Oh, bro, I'm gonna get you, bro. Don't even you worry about it. Fun as shit. Fun as shit. This game is. Oh, come. I don't really appreciate all of that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, damn it. Damn. Oh, got him. Got him. That was a pretty good fight, though. Oh, I was hoping they hit each other. I thought he was going through wrong. Oh yeah, you gotta hit the down attack. Oh, you got me. I gotta figure out how to do defense. Is there like some defense shit? I guess you gotta dodge maybe with the backflips and the round off. Probably, I don't think there's anything explicitly. And then circle the, yeah, so probably circle, and then X is jump, square is attack, triangle is your special sit. While running, you can do a sliding attack with X. What is X normally? Oh, it's a jump button. All right. Interesting. Oh. Oh, okay. I got a little throw in there. Go back to those throws. Ooh, there's one. Got him. Oh yeah, that's nice and convenient. Oh, what up though? What up though? Oh, he's unlockable? Sorry, I don't know why I saw that so late, but that would be amazing. Unlock some new characters. Get out of here. Whoop, 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 whoop. I love the music, actually. They're gonna get my video demonetized, but that's okay. Everything else I listen to it anyway. Oh. Oh no, you thought you were gonna hit with that? Bye. See you later. Did we do it, y'all?
Way to go!
Let's go. We did it.
Cowabunga!
You snooze, you lose, Toyos.
Big Apple, 3 p.m. All right, let's. Oh, I could find players party up from here. Turtle Lair. All right, all right. Oh, we did that one. Now we're doing this one. Got it. Easy.
Big Apple, 3 p.m.
Nice.
Oh man, I just fixed the party wagon.
I was like obsessed with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, and in principle I still am. Are y'all really gonna try to keep me from the pizza? I don't even need it right now. What? Oh, I should have hit it. Oh, that's something different. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What? I gotta get more of them fling tosses in there. Get out of here, get out of here. Seen you. Time to, seen you. Seen you. What up there? What up there? Oh, really gonna slap me in the? Oh, and then you gonna throw a motherfucking sewer cat? Oh, y'all dirty. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Oof. I saw that coming. Oh, I jumped right into that one. I guess we're gonna see what happens when I die.
Hi guys! Did you miss me?
Oh, I start right here? Oh, arcade shit. I love it. Just like you put another coin in. Let's get it. That's how it should be. Who the fuck cares? Goddamn game. Oh, this is shit. This is some shit you could just kick back and do, even if you're kind of sleepy and tired like I am. Oh, come on. Nah. Yeah, ooh, I like that. Oh, I'm about to order a joystick, y'all. I'm about to order a real arcade-style joystick in here. I just realized that that's the only thing that'll do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna really have to get two of them. Probably one for my PC and one for my PlayStation. Or I could put it maybe on a Switch or something. Nope. All right. Ooh. God, I think I gotta attack them while they're on them, which is easier said than done. All right. I don't know. There we go. You gotta do some super shit. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh, that wasn't a good example right there. Neither was that. Oh, I don't have any more juice. That's what happened. I'm hitting it and it's empty. Okay. I'm like, why am I looking like an idiot right now? That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm terrible at it. There we go. Got him. Finally. Good shit. Yeah. Great call. That's what I was trying to do. Fuck. Took me a while to get it right. Ooh, that was a nice throw. Yeah, I think when you get your shit, you gotta use it. All right, let's get back at him. Oh, what? Oh, I guess I only have a certain number of lives though. I see it times 1. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. Too early.
Even geniuses.
Whoa. Why'd I do that? I got game over falling into that damn hole again.
Don't sweat it, turtles.
All right. Oh, you can change heroes. Oh, people can team up right there. Okay, that's cool. Story, continue. And then maybe you start at that level again. Let's just see what happens. I'm curious. Oh, I can just skip that real quick.
Select your hero. Well, what are we waiting for? Big Apple, 3 p.m.
Yeah, I think you just start at the beginning of the level again. Great, awesome. Can handle that.
Oh man, I just fixed the party wagon.
You got to be a little bit careful with the animations because you can't like cancel them. That's part of what I'm realizing. Like it's responsive as fuck. Oh, damn it. Gotta always be careful with those fucking projectiles. Oh, fucking hole, fucking hole, fucking hole. Nope, nope, don't jump in the hole, don't jump in the hole, don't jump in the hole.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about the bother.
I'm taking that thing for granted. I shouldn't do that. Damn it, just timed it again. Just timed that. There we go. I don't have to really aim that much. He kind of, I think he does pretty good at targeting whoever is close to. Nowhere near him. There we go. Oh, he just fell off there. Hey, you. Oh, maybe I can also deflect projectiles when they're thrown at me? Oh, damn. Let's try this, come on. There we go. Oh. Hey, he's got the best range, right? Oh, damn it. Need a pizza. No, no, musket pizza. Oh my goodness, game, don't do this to me. Oh, why did I do that to myself? Let me go back and get that pizza real quick. Oh, I guess I don't need it now. I guess I don't need it no longer. What do I do? How do I do turtle power? Oh, I'm thinking of radical mode. Let me also see some of those throws. Fling toss is down and square. So down and square, up square, left and square. Oh, and hold it for a heavy swing. You again. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Say your prayers.
Nah. In the name of the flying man, I commend you to die. Oh shit. That came out of nowhere. Come on, come on. Get him, get him, get him. Let's go.
Way to go!
Perfect timing. All right, I'm gonna switch over, try to play some cards. But this game, I'm into it so far. You know, for first couple levels, had a lot of fun. Love the storytelling so far. I mean, I don't know if... Yeah, but yeah, I like it. I like it. Great. I love the animations. The music's good. Fun times. You can go back and I guess replay levels that you like and stuff. Really cool. Fuck it. Let's do one more level.
Mutants over Broadway.
Hey. Hey. Just some vehicle shit. Do I get a vehicle? Let's go. Oh, fucking yes. Oh, yes. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, barriers. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, my goodness. This game is fucking fun. Shit. Need to get out of the way of that because your skateboard won't make it through. Oh shit. Oh, the slide attack was perfect right there. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, whoa, sorry. I thought I was on the far enough away. Oh, damn. Oof. I wonder if this is one of the things where I can damage him before I get to him at the end. That probably wasn't the best way to find out, but oh well. Oof. I gotta start using circle more too. That's how you do like evasive maneuvers. Yes, let's go. Great, great, great. Let's go. Nice. Oh, you got a power for it. Yep, that's what super stuff. Okay. That was fun though. That's cool. Definitely needed here. It's gotta be full first. Alright, it's full. Needed it.
Title bashing time! We're gonna stomp you wimps!
God damn it, Jake. Gotta dodge this way. Oh. Oh, I was about to use that combo. God damn it. All right, here we go. Come on, bar. Oh shit, that didn't work at all. I needed to use the jumping one. Oh, I came over. All right. That was super fun. I'll probably switch over. I want to play some cards. So that was super fun though. Definitely we'll be back to that game. Who knows? Maybe even tonight. Wouldn't rule it out. But if not, I'm sure soon. That was really fun. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Actually, I kind of got on here to get with my guys. Let me see if my guys want to play GTA.
Lagging? No? Maybe? I don't know. I think I'm lagging on Apex for real.
You know what? Speaking of Apex, I might re-download that.
I'm playing it right now, just for shits and fucks.
Never mind, actually, they're not playing. I thought Bio was in the party, but it looks like you left.
But I also played with a lot of sweats.
Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. That looks gross.
She got that sweet juice, Minute Maid, some of out that lemonade. Take a sip, blowing purple clouds, taste like lemon haze. Conversations back and forth like damn, we could go on for days. Looking back at it like damn, she bad when she walk away. Here we go, been down this road, they already know. When we go on tour, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. People talk about us like they understand just what this is. I just wanna give you all you want and then the double it. They all say I'm way too young, maybe I'm just ignorant. I won't find nobody like you on some real shit. Spend a couple hours on the phone. Hey, I don't wanna let you go. I'll be all about you, babe. I'll be all about you, babe. Saying so unless you don't know, they won't find what we got and that gon' drive me crazy. No need to rush, I'ma still be here tomorrow. Had to take my chances, baby, I just struck the lotto. And I be so gone, don't know where I go wrong. Don't remember last night, I blame it on the bottle. And I'm just living life, I would rather not question it. All the time invested, you could see that we was next to win. Over anything, I'll still be right here when they gone. I just had to put you in the sun, don't get me wrong. They all say I'm way too young, baby, I'm just ignorant. I won't find nobody like you on some real shit. Spend a couple hours on the phone. Hey, I don't wanna let you go. I'll be all about you, babe. I'll be all about you, babe. Saying so unless you don't know, they won't find what we got and that gon' drive me crazy.
All right, I got to figure out what's going on with this computer. Let me switch over to it. Oh yeah, that game was. Where the? I'm just trying to work with my. Let me switch over to that screen real quick. Figure out what's going on. I don't see my audio coming out here. Oh shit, are they done with this? Oh yeah, it wasn't coming out.
The committee has been focusing on its claims that the former president, Donald Trump, tried to pressure state-level officials
5-minute recess
in some key battleground states to overturn the election results.
All right. Let's just save it to later. Close all these. Go back over. Yep, HDMI 2. All right. Now we should have this in my library as all right, so that's good. All right, so now you guys see that. YouTube Punk, I did get your email. I wanted to thank you. If you look on my channel, I just uploaded a new video of the talk that I recorded over the weekend for the Evolution Science Conference. Maybe I recorded it last week, I don't remember. But yeah, it was a big deal for me. It was the first time I presented on my research since finishing my PhD, my dual PhD. I got the, I don't know, I got a lot of great feedback, so I'm kind of tired. But yeah, I really appreciated the graphic you made. I included it at the end of the video, the original one. Gave you a special shout out in the description. And I love the new ones. I'm going to send you the information about the bong. I didn't forget. I've just been trying to catch up, and I'm kind of exhausted tonight. So I figured tomorrow, after I get a good night's sleep, I'll get up and get back to work, and I'll start being more responsible. I also love the sound clips, the special effects. I'm going to be adding all of them. Like you suggested, a lot of them I'll keep for myself, for my personal use. But some of the other ones I'll be adding to the store. I just am genuinely overwhelmed and moved when you guys send content to me, when you send me sounds or suggestions or graphics. Also, YouTube Punk, I'm trying to get, thanks for being understanding, appreciate that. I'm trying to get, what am I trying to get? I'm trying to track down the guy who made the Flying Man t-shirt and talk to him so I can work out something to where I can actually sell it. And then I also want to start doing our own merch. Some of it I want to just be really big text. The reason being that some of our mottos anybody can use. And if you get somebody something with a graphic or like my face on it, they might be like, I don't know if I want to wear a shirt with Jay's face on it. But if we you know, can get away with like a science bless you shirt. There may already be shirts like that, I'm sure. But, you know, some stuff we come up with like that makes sense to just be a slogan. You know, the sort of analogy I'm thinking of in my head is the Bullet Club. If you think about the Bullet Club as a stable, primarily in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but because their stuff just says Bullet Club and has like a cool logo, you know, it's really popular. Their merchandise is really popular at places like Hot Topic and things like that. And people who have analyzed it has realized that a lot of people don't even know what the Bullet Club really is. They have no idea that it's actually a wrestling group. They just think Bullet Club sounds cool, so they buy the t-shirt. Sort of reminds me of how I have a t-shirt that says, I don't know, Fly High Club or something. It's perfect for the Cult of the Flying Man. It's actually a t-shirt I got from ordering some marijuana seeds. So you kind of just take stuff and run with it. But I love the idea of getting a Flying Man one on a bong. I actually want some that are graphical. I want some that have like my face on it and stuff with different characters like Sam or Jewish Space Laser. So yeah, I want to start doing merch, I guess, is the long and short of that. All right, so while we watch this, I was going to pull up some, let me see if I can get it here. No, let's see. All right, and then for the control, I need to pull down PC1, pull down game, pull down PC. All right, that's laptop one. That's the base. I'm going to use that to play cards. So let me get an extra laptop screen, which should be... Let me turn this up.
Look, I was stunned to hear how many alternative elector slates were sent into the National Archives. What makes that a crime?
The submission of these fake elector slates to the National Archives is potentially a crime in the sense that it may be falsifying documents in submitting them to the National Archives. That might get you in federal land. But, I mean, there are a lot of different state crimes.
All right, let me see. Let's see. I want this one.
Other crimes there. So you have both state and federal potential.
All right. This is getting a little bit better.
Defense comes back to one thing. How far is ignorance going to go? Because it seems to me the facts in many cases are set in stone. I mean, they're covered by emails. They're covered by phone calls that were recorded.
There's no doubt this is a...
All right, I don't want that one because it's full screen. I want the smaller one.
It may be the only path. Look, as a criminal defense attorney, sometimes you take the facts as you get them, and you only have certain defenses available to you.
See if I have it on a mini. Ooh, I do have it on a mini control.
I start thinking, well, the only thing left.
Perfect. All right, here we go. A cutscene, 3, 2, 1, cut.
What did they know? And good faith. And so when you hear that testimony, well, what did you have? Well, we have theories. We don't really have any evidence. We don't have any facts. Consider that the Trump team is asking people like Mr. Bowers.
All right, let me know if the stream gets pulled.
Of state law and arguably federal law. And in order to meet that high burden, he says...
But yeah, I kind of would want to give some commentary on this while I play cards. Let me help out by putting some music and stuff underneath it.
It's not an out for the Trump team that these people refused.
Let me... yeah, I'm just going to play this for 1 second.
Someone to save. I only wear my black hat everywhere I go. The only time I take it off is when I do my show. And I said,
You're sort of hearing it. Boy, that one staffer who called himself a use litigant.
Yep. Well, think about it. You're right. You saw that staffer. You think about it. In the law, you sometimes have an advice.
All right, guys, let me know how it sounds to you guys out there.
My attorney told me to do this, and I relied on the attorney. That's just some attorney somewhere. This is the President of the United States. You can imagine that a lot of these fake electors are starting to feel, my gosh, I had faith in someone I thought was the president. Now I realize I was duped.
This gets at the framing of this for the longest time with all things Trump. And I confess to this, which is Rusty Bowers called it a tragic parody.
Yeah.
The word use of parody or Keystone Cops or caper, and I confess to it myself because everything Trump does is so stupid, okay, and so dumb in how they go about it. But I think sometimes using the words parody or caper, it diminishes the importance and the scariness of it.
And I think he got to the fact that so many people underestimated what the former president was capable of with that term as well. And that's part of the case that's being laid out here. What if Rusty Bowers wasn't in that position? What if it was someone else? And that's part of the argument that the committee is trying to make right now. More than 100.
This is kind of good. I want to actually get into giving commentary on social and political events.
And so part of the picture that the committee is trying to paint here, and the argument is not just the legal jeopardy for Trump, but also the legal jeopardy, again, as Yamiche says, for the country's democracy moving forward.
Look, the importance of sometimes state officials, look, if you want to unpack the Florida election back in 2000, the single most important election that impacted the results of Florida took place 2 years earlier, in 1998, when the Republicans.
And I don't think this mix is perfect, but it's pretty nice. You can clearly hear the music. I'm actually going to turn it down a pinch.
So the point is, Yamiche, you've been looking at this. There are a lot of Secretary of State campaigns suddenly that if, their power of certification, can essentially legalize some of the illegal acts here that the former president was trying to do.
That's why it's so important when you think of the
All right,
lawmakers
it's even
talking about
softer.
New Mexico and
But you can hear
but
it.
also, of course, pointing out that
Their voice clearly is on top of the music. You can't hear any music right now, but that's because there's a pause in it.
Pennsylvania and Doug Mastriano and what could happen there.
There it
you
goes.
have these Republicans, and I think I go back to this idea of the limits of political loyalty, who see their limits of political loyalty as not having any.
So you can clearly hear them talking on top of the music.
I will not certify the election. That's the danger there. I do want to get back to one point, which is
The audio
idea of
timing
tragic
also
parody.
looks
I think
great with the sync.
Superpower of the Trump administration has always been
Okay,
they were
and then you can easily hear me on top of the broadcast, and so there's like 3 layers of sound. They're kind of distinct, all audible.
Giuliani's hair dye, all these kind of things that are just like, what is going on? And then you realize that there are real world consequences, and those consequences are that people who believe what Rudy Giuliani and so many others believe, that they are now having more and more power across this country.
Danny, to hear this, and I am curious your thoughts of Mr. Schiff's questioning and.
All right, probably got a little bit of feedback because I was blaring the speakers at me so I could hear the mix.
How is this committee avoiding confirmation
So
bias?
great. Let me.
I didn't think Schiff's questioning was particularly effective. What you saw was a lot of what are called
Let's get this pinochle.
Schiff was essentially testifying and then asking the witness to rubber stamp with a yes or no at the end.
Wouldn't you have wanted it reversed for public relations purposes? Like I would have wanted to hear Bowers say the things.
Oh man, I got a comment on my video
That's why we
already.
have rules about that in
Hillary's
in
emails.
direct testimony. When it's your own witness, that witness has to tell the story. You have to get the evidence from the witness. You can't
Fantastic,
state it
really
and then
love
ask the
that.
witness to say or yes.
He was a powerful witness anyway.
That's right. I mean, wouldn't you want him to get, you saw him welling up, getting emotional. Don't you want him to get emotional and tell his story? That makes it so real because, make no mistake about it, there have been a lot of witnesses. Some have firsthand knowledge. Others don't really in the same way. This is somebody that
Give me. I wish I could just.
pressure campaign personally, not just from
I guess I'll go to the video and do
in
it.
the aftermath by those who threatened and made him fear for his own
Guys,
decisions.
don't At some point, I'd appreciate you guys heading over and checking out this video when you get a chance. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think on the. It's on the Jay Bundy channel.
You want that person to tell the story themselves and start crying themselves.
Let me drop a link in chat again. Just, it's a good idea for me to do that from time to time.
Getting emotional, you pause.
Really, I should set up a timer for a bot to do it, but it's okay.
The strongest sound. I think that's an
I'm not gonna do that
interesting
tonight.
decision that these lawmakers are making, but maybe it's also their sort of legal minds and what they want to make sure they get.
All right, we got Pinochle Classic open already.
Opportunity in some way.
It did there. Anyway, the committee is
there. We got
seated. We're now
airplane
going to hear from
mode.
these Georgia officials. Like we said, some of these folks are well known.
Matter of fact, I want to listen to airplane mode, not the hip hop, not the
runoff today, and he's not. He won outright.
Trump's pressure campaign
here he
against state officials existed in all the key battleground states that he lost. But the former president had a particular obsession with Georgia. Here is the president on the afternoon of January 6th, after his own attorney general warned him that the claims you are about to hear are patently false.
They should find those votes. They should absolutely find that. Just over 11,000 votes, that's all we need. They defrauded us out of a win in Georgia, and we're not going to forget it.
So the state of Georgia is where we will turn our attention to next. I want to emphasize that our investigation into these issues is still ongoing. As I stated in our last hearing, if you have relevant information or documentary evidence to share with the Select Committee, we welcome your cooperation. But we will share some of our findings with you today. Secretary Raffensperger, thank you for being here today. You've been a public servant in Georgia since 2015, serving first as a member of the Georgia House of Representatives, and then since January 2019 as Georgia's Secretary of State. As a self-described conservative Republican, is it fair to say that you wanted President
All right,
Trump
now I want to hear what it's like
win
when
the
I'm talking on
2020
top of the
election?
mix. I'm sitting back
Yes, it
quite a
is.
ways just to test with good
Mr.
distance.
Secretary, many witnesses have told the Select Committee that Election Day, November 3rd, 2020, was a largely uneventful day in their home states. In spite of the challenges of conducting an election during a pandemic,
That actually sounded really
you
good.
wrote in the
Now I'm
Washington
sitting all the
Post
way back in the
that the
chair
election
just to
was,
hear how it
quote,
sounds on
successful.
stream.
Tell us,
With I'm fully
what was your
in a
impression of
reclined
how
position.
Election Day had proceeded in Georgia?
On Election Day in November, our election went remarkably smooth. In fact, we meet at the GEMA headquarters. That's the Georgia Energy Emergency Management Association meeting location.
Yeah, it sure sounds
We were
nice.
following
All right,
wait
that's
times in
great.
line in the
That's a lot of the
afternoon.
processing that I have on it. So doing its job. Really appreciate that.
For various precincts, and it actually got down to 2 minutes. And at the end of the day,
All right,
we felt
all
that we had
right.
a successful election from the standpoint of the administration and the operation of the election.
Thank you.
All
The chair
right, all right,
recognizes
all right.
the gentleman from California, Mr. Schiff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Raffensperger, did Joe Biden win the 2020 presidential election in Georgia, and by what margin?
President Biden carried the state of Georgia by approximately 12,000 votes.
And Mr. Secretary, as I understand it, your office took several steps to ensure the accuracy of the vote count in Georgia, reviewing the vote count in at least 3 different ways. These steps included a machine recount, a forensic audit, and a full hand recount of every one of the 5 million ballots cast. Did these efforts, including a recount of literally every ballot cast in the state of Georgia, confirm the result?
Yes, they did. We counted the ballots where the first tabulation would be scanned. Then when we did our 100% hand audit of the entire, all 5 million ballots.
I gotta save this video for later for Late-Night Counter-Apologetics.
Hand recounted, and they came remarkably close to the first count. And then upon the election being certified, President Trump, because he was within 0.5%, could ask for a recount, and then we recounted them again through the scanners, and we got remarkably the same count. 3 counts, all remarkably close, which showed that President Trump did come up short.
Nevertheless, as you will see, the president and his allies began making numerous false allegations of voter fraud. the false allegations that you and Mr. Sterling, among others, had to address. Mr. Sterling, thank you also for being here today. Following the 2020 election, in addition to your normal duties, I understand that you became a spokesperson to try to combat disinformation about the election and the danger it was creating for elections officials, among others. In a December 1 press conference, you addressed some of your remarks directly to President Trump. Let's take a look at what you said that day.
Mr. President, it looks like you likely lost the state of Georgia. We're investigating. There's always a possibility. I get it. You have the rights to go through the courts. What you don't have the ability to do, and you need to step up and say this, is stop inspiring people to commit potential acts of violence. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get shot. Someone's going to get killed. And it's not right. It's not right.
Mr. Sterling, what prompted you to make these remarks?
Mr. Schiff, we had a previously scheduled press conference that day, as we were in the habit of doing, trying to be as transparent as we could about the election and the counts going on. A little after lunch that day, lunchtime, I received a call from the project manager from Dominion Voting Systems, who was oddly, audibly shaken. She's not the kind of person I would assume would be that way. She has a master's from MIT, a graduate of the Naval Academy, and is very much on the ball and pretty unflappable. And she informed me about a young contractor who had been receiving threats from a video that posted by some QAnon supporters. And at that point, we had been sort of been steeping in this kind of stuff. So it was around us all the time. So I didn't take note of it more than adding to the pile of other stuff we were having to deal with. And I did pull up Twitter and I scrolled through it. And I saw.
All right, great. I'm actually getting happier with the mix. I'll be right back. I need to take a quick restroom break, and I'm gonna start playing this here Pinochle Classic when I get back. Hope you guys enjoy. This is a game I grew up playing with my dad.
With a slowly twisting gif of a newt.
It's a game I grew up playing with my dad. I'm gonna start doing some broadcasts with my dad, and we'll probably be playing some. So I want to freshen up on it and start playing it a lot so that I can get better at it. We're playing with him. Also, just because it's like my favorite card game, and I finally figured out some apps I can use that I think I'm gonna really enjoy using.
I said yes, and that's what prompted me to do what I did. I lost my temper, but it seemed necessary at the time because it was just getting worse, and I could not tell you why.
I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna hit the commercial now.
They reject a Volkswagen or part of a Volkswagen for little things you might never even see. And when one of our inspectors says no, it's no. That's why you'll never find so much as a blob of paint or a stitch out of place on a new Volkswagen. An inspector finds it first. Frankly, not every car we make makes it. But any car that gets to the end of that long line of inspectors is a Volkswagen.
This is the art season in New York. At the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim, the new Whitney Museum, Museum of Modern Art, and here at the elegant Wally F. Art Galleries, where art lovers see a show that marries art with fashion. This abstraction, called Caperland No. 1, is not a painting and it's not on canvas. It's printed on Caperland nylon and can be worn. So fashion models walk through the art galleries wearing chic dresses in the same prints that are framed to hang on the walls like old masters. And what's more, this art is washable. Leading dress designers think the bigger, the bolder, the wilder the print, the more artistic the dress, such as the dresses styled by Cobb's Corner. And the same bold prints look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both, now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today. This is the art season in New York. At the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim, the new Whitney Museum, Museum of Modern Art, and here at the elegant Wally F. Art Galleries, where art lovers see a show that marries art with fashion. This abstraction, called Caperland No. 1, is not a painting and it's not on canvas. It's printed on Caperland nylon and can be worn. So fashion models walk through the art galleries wearing chic dresses in the same prints that are framed to hang on the walls like old masters. And what's more, this art is washable. Leading dress designers think the bigger, the bolder, the wilder the print, the more artistic the dress, such as the dresses styled by Cobb's Corner. And the same bold prints look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both, now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today.
This is soap. You can wash your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and fresh and clean and dry. This is cleansing cream. You can cleanse your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and soft and smooth and greasy. This is Bactine medicated skin cream. It is a new thing. It is a washing cream. You wash your face with it. It makes your face feel nice and fresh and clean and nice and soft and smooth and not dry and not greasy. And while it's at it, Bactine is also antiseptic. It cleans deep down to pores and makes your face feel safe from ugliness-causing germs and bacteria. Bactine does a lot of things that soap and cleansing creams just can't do. But it doesn't get rid of freckles either. The washing cream.
Alka-Seltzer invents a new disease.
You can see the election monitors in the corner with the press as they're taking these ballot carriers and putting them under the table. You see it there. One of the other.
All right, I just realized the reason I'm getting really sleepy is because I took my meds, and so that's actually a good thing.
And this
it means I probably won't play much of this because I actually want to go to bed soon.
As the secretary pointed out, and we were told that it looked like they were shutting down.
But let's see what happened.
The secretary expressed some displeasure at that because we wanted to everybody keep counting so we could get to the results and know what was happening. So our elections director called their elections director, who was at another location because this was election day. There was 2 different places where ballot things were being done by the Fulton County office. So he called the elections director from Fulton, then called Ralph Jones, who was at the State Farm Arena, and said, "What the heck are you doing? Go ahead and stay." And as you watch the video itself, you see him take the phone call as people are putting things away, getting ready to leave. And you can tell for about 15-20 seconds he does not want to tell these people they have to stay. He walks over, he thinks about it for a second, you see him come back to the corner of a desk and kind of slumps his shoulders and says, "Okay, y'all, we got to keep on counting." And then you see him take their coats off, get the ballots out, and then a secondary thing that you'll see on there is you'll have people who are counting ballots who a batch will go through, they will take them off and run that through again. What happens there is a standard operating procedure. If there's a misscan, if there's a misalignment, if it doesn't read right, these are high-speed, high-capacity scanners. So 3 or 4 will go through after a misscan. You have to delete that batch and put it back through again. And by going through the hand tally, as the secretary pointed out, we showed that if there had been multiple ballots scanned without a corresponding physical ballot, your counts would have been a lot higher than the ballots themselves. And by doing the hand tally, we saw 2 specific numbers that were met. The hand tally got us to a 0.1053% off of the total votes cast and 0.0099% on the margin, which is essentially dead-on accurate. Most academic studies say on a hand tally you'll have between 1% and 2%, but because we use ballot marking devices where it's very clear what the voter intended, it made it a lot easier for us to conduct that hand count and show that none of that was true.
Now, I understand that when you reviewed these tapes and did the analysis, it disproved this conspiracy theory. But you still had to take a lot of steps to try to make sure the public knew the truth about these allegations. And you did frequent briefings for the press. Let's take a look at one of those press briefings, Mr. Sterling, that you held on December 7th to make the point that you just did today.
Move on to what I'm going to call Disinformation Monday. Out of the gate, many of y'all saw the videotape from State Farm Arena. I spent hours with our post-certified investigators, Justin Gray from WSB, spent hours with us going over this video to explain to people that what you saw, the secret suitcases of magic ballots, were actually ballots that had been packed into those absentee ballot carriers by the workers in plain view of the monitors and the press. And what's really frustrating is the president's attorneys had this same videotape. They saw the exact same things the rest of us could see, and they chose to mislead state senators and the public about what was on that video. I'm quite sure that they will not characterize the video if they try to enter into evidence, because that is the kind of thing that can lead to sanctions, because it's obviously untrue. They knew it was untrue, and they continue to do things like this.
Mr. Sterling, despite the efforts by your office to combat this misinformation by speaking out publicly and through local media, you were unable to match the reach of President Trump's platform and social media megaphone, spreading these false conspiracy theories. What was it like to compete with a president who had the biggest bully pulpit in the world to push out these false claims?
For lack of a better word, it was frustrating, but oftentimes I felt our information was getting out, but that there was a reticence of people who needed to believe it because the President of the United States, whom many looked up to and respected, was telling them it wasn't true, despite the facts. And I have characterized at one point it was kind of like a shovel trying to empty the ocean. And yes, it was frustrating. I even have, family members who I had to argue with about some of these things, and I would show them things, and the problem you have is you're getting to people's hearts. I remember there's one specific, an attorney that we know that we showed walking through, this wasn't true. Okay, I get that. This wasn't true. Okay, I get that. This wasn't 5 or 6 things. But at the end, he goes, I just know in my heart they cheated. That's just, and so once you get past the heart, the facts don't matter as much. And our job, from our point of view, is to get the facts out, do our job, tell the truth, follow the Constitution, follow the law, and defend the institutions. And the institutions held.
Let's take a look at what you were competing with. This is the former president speaking in Georgia on December 5th.
Evidence of fraud is overwhelming, and again, I'm going to ask you to look up at that very, very powerful and very expensive screen.
Hidden cases of possible ballots rolled out from under a table. 4 people under a cloud of suspicion.
So, if you just take the crime of what those Democrat workers were doing, and by the way, there was no water main break. They said there was no water main break. That's 10 times more than I need to win this state. 10 times more. It's 10 times, maybe more than that, but it's 10 times more because we lost by a very close number.
This committee's hearing last Monday, we heard from senior federal law enforcement officials, from the senior-most federal law enforcement official in Atlanta at the time, U.S. Attorney for the Northern District, B.J. Pack, as well as former Attorney General Bill Barr. They both testified that the allegations were thoroughly investigated and found to have no merit. Here is U.S. Attorney Pack.
Particular to Attorney General Barr, I told him that we looked into it. We've done several things, including interviewing the witnesses. I listened to the tapes and reviewed the videotape myself, and that there's nothing there. Giuliani was wrong in representing that this was suitcase full of ballots.
And here's what Attorney General Bill Barr had to say about the same allegations.
Took a hard look at this ourselves, and based on our review of it, including the interviews of the key witnesses,
damn, I don't know where my lighter went.
Allegations were no merit.
We also have testimony from senior Department of Justice officials establishing that they specifically told President Trump these allegations had been thoroughly investigated and were completely without merit. Here's Acting Deputy Attorney General Richard Donahue describing a phone conversation in which he specifically told President Trump that these allegations were false.
President kept fixating on this suitcase that supposedly had fraudulent ballots and that the suitcase was rolled out from under the table. And I said, no, sir, there is no suitcase. You can watch that video over and over. There is no suitcase. There is a wheeled bin where they
carry the ballots. No matter how many times senior Department of Justice officials, including his own Attorney General, told the president that these allegations were not true, President Trump kept promoting these lies and putting pressure on state officials to accept them. On January 2nd, the president had a lengthy telephone conversation with Secretary Raffensperger. Prior to the president's call, though, I want to share a bit of important context.
Sorry.
First, the White House, including the former president's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, repeatedly called or texted the secretary's office some 18 times in order to set up this call. They were quite persistent. Second, Chief of Staff Mark Meadows took the extraordinary step of showing up at a signature audit site.
The default should be 500, I remember
Secretary
that.
Raffensperger's chief investigator, Francis Watson, who was supervising that audit process. Behind me is a photograph from that visit.
I think the minimum bid is normally
Meadows,
50,
Georgia
though.
visit, he set up a call between President Trump and Francis Watson. On the call between President Trump and Georgia investigator Francis Watson, the former president continued to push the false claim that he'd won the state of Georgia.
I want to make a note in my phone.
And in this next clip, he told this state law enforcement official that she'd be praised if she found the right answer.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some notes about default settings. And I'll check them with my dad. Default pinochle settings.
Mr. Raffensperger, I know you weren't on this call, but that you have listened to it. President Trump didn't win by hundreds of thousands of votes in Georgia.
Winning score.
No, he did not. I've been traveling through the state of Georgia for a year
500.
now. Simply put, in a nutshell, what happened in the fall of 2020 is that 28,000 Georgians skipped the presidential race, and yet they voted down ballot in other races. And the Republican congressman ended up getting 33,000 more votes than President Trump, and that's why President Trump came up short.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. The president on this call doesn't stop here. Let's listen to another part of the conversation between President Trump and
Minimum bid is 50. Yeah, I think passing cards would be 3.
Whatever you can do, Francis. This is the President of the United States calling an investigator looking into the election in which he is a candidate and asking her to do whatever you can do. Mr. Secretary, he placed this call to your chief investigator on September 23rd, 2020. The Select Committee has received text messages indicating that Mark Meadows wanted to send some of the investigators in her office, in the words of one White House aide, a shitload of POTUS stuff, including coins, actual autographed MAGA hats, etc. White House staff intervened to make sure that didn't happen. It was clear at the time of this call that the former president had his sights set on January 6th. Listen to this portion when he told Francis Watson about a very important date.
Oh, this is like a casino look with just the felt. Oh, I really like all of them. I'm gonna go with this darker wood though.
Was the joint session of Congress.
I wanted to remind me of like the bar that we used to play in. I think he still plays there.
This call to Francis
The
Watson.
People's Choice in
The
North.
president was finally able to speak with you.
Oh, and then the
Secretary
card color. Yeah, give me.
Bear in mind, as we discussed,
Give me
this call
green
today,
cards, I
that
guess.
by this point in time, early January,
I'll probably change it up, but I'm glad I can switch that. And man, these cards look really nice, really super realistic.
the president of the United States had already been told
Fantastic.
repeatedly by his own top Justice Department officials that the claims he was about to make to you about massive fraud in Georgia were completely false. Mr. Secretary, the call between you and the president lasted 67 minutes, over an hour. We obviously can't listen to the entire recording here today, although it is available on the Select Committee's website. But we'll listen to selected excerpts of it now so that we can get your insights. Let's begin with the president raising the thoroughly debunked allegations of suitcases of ballots.
In an official voter box, they were in what looked to be suitcases or trunks, suitcases, but they weren't in voter boxes. The minimum number it could be, because we watched it and they watched it for certified in slow motion, instant replay, if you can believe it, but in slow motion, and it was magnified many times over. And the minimum it was 18,000 ballots, all for Biden.
All right.
These are the allegations that the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and your office heads all said were false. Is that right?
Correct. And even more importantly, when B.J. Pack resigned as U.S. Attorney of the Northern District, President Trump appointed as acting U.S. Attorney of the Northern District Bobby Christine. And Bobby Christine looked at that, and he was quoted the AJC, and he found nothing. And he dismissed that case early on.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. The president references suitcases or trunks.
Yeah, this is what I got to remember, the
Mr.
melding
Sterling,
table
were
and
the
stuff.
objects seen in these videos suitcases or trunks, or were they just the ordinary containers that are used by election workers?
They're standard ballot carriers that allow for seals to be put on them so they're tamper-proof.
And finally, the president claims that there was a minimum of 18,000 ballots somehow smuggled in, all for Biden. I take it, gentlemen, that was also categorically false?
There's no physical way he can know who those ballots were for, but secondarily, Fulton County for years has been an issue in our state when it comes to elections. So they had a very difficult time during the primary, in large part because of COVID. So we had put them under a consent decree the secretary got negotiated, where we had a monitor on site. And his name is Carter Jones, and he took a notation. He had gone from State Farm to the English Street warehouse to look at election day activities, but before he left the State Farm Arena, he noted how many ballots had been counted on each one of the machines. And when he came back, after we found out they were working again, he took note again when they closed. And I believe the final number was something around 8,900 total ballots were scanned from the time he left to the time about 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. So way below 18,000.
Let's play the next clip.
I heard it was close. I said, there's no way. But they dropped a lot of votes in there late at night. You know that, Brad.
Mr. Secretary, did somebody drop a lot of votes there late at night?
No. I believe that the president was referring to some of the counties when they would upload, but the ballots had all been accepted and had to be accepted by state law by 7 p.m. So there were no additional ballots accepted after 7 p.m.
Let's play the next clip in which the president makes claims about so-called dead voters.
The other thing, dead people. So dead
Oh yeah, the
people
10 is higher than the
and I think
king.
the number is in the close to 5,000 people. And they went to obituaries, they went to all sorts of methods to come up with an accurate number, and a minimum is close to about 5,000 voters.
Mr. Secretary, did your office investigate whether those allegations were accurate? Did 5,000 dead people in Georgia vote?
No, it's not accurate. Actually, in their lawsuits, they alleged 10,315 dead people. We found 2 dead people when I wrote my letter to Congress. That stated
All right, this
January
looks
6th.
great.
And subsequent to that, we found 2 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 people, not 4,000, but just a total of 4, not 10,000, not 5,000.
Let's play the next clip.
My bid will
There's nothing
be.
wrong with saying that, that you recalculate.
I'm just gonna pass.
The 2,000
Or analyze maybe.
absentee ballots, I mean, they're all exact. numbers that were done by accounting firms, law firms, etc. And even if you cut them in half, cut them in half, and cut them in half again, it's more votes than we need.
Mr. Secretary, is there any way that you could have lawfully changed the result in the state of Georgia and somehow explained it away as a recalculation?
No, the numbers are the numbers. The numbers don't lie. We had many allegations.
What happened?
And we investigated every single one of them. In fact, I challenged my team, did we miss anything? They said that there was over 66,000 underage voters. We found that there's actually zero.
I don't have
You can
any
register to
Trump
vote in
to
Georgia.
pass him.
You're 17 and a half. You have to be 18 by election day. We checked that out, every single voter. They said that there was 2,423 non-registered voters. There was zero. They said that there was 2,056 felons. We identified less than 74 or less that were actually still in felony sentence. Every single allegation we checked, we ran down the rabbit trail to make sure that our numbers were accurate.
So there's no way you could have recalculated it except by fudging the numbers?
The numbers were the numbers, and we could not recalculate because we had made sure that we had checked every single allegation. And we had many investigations. We had nearly 300 from the 2020 election.
Mr. Secretary, you tried to push back when the president made these unsupported claims, whether they were about suitcases of ballots or that Biden...
Oh, yeah, 2 Jackson and A's, I think, is the signal combination.
President, they did not put that. We did an audit of that, and we proved conclusively that they were not scanned 3 times. Yeah, Mr. President, we'll send you the link from WSB. That
I don't care about the link. I don't need it. I have a much better link.
You told the president you would send him a link from WSB, which I understand is a local television station that had a unedited video from the State Farm Arena. But the president wasn't interested in that. He said he had a much better link. Mr. Secretary,
all right, that's something meaningful there.
President, as we have shown, both the FBI and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
All right, let me just do one round of trick taking, then I gotta go to bed. I'm like about to pass out. I am really super excited about this Pinochle app. It's really useful and helpful.
Officers who investigated these false claims.
There's no way they could find. Then they're incompetent. They're either dishonest or incompetent. Okay, there's only 2 answers: dishonesty or incompetence. There's just no way. Look, there's no way.
But the president didn't stop at insinuating that law enforcement officers were either dishonest or incompetent. He went on to suggest that you could be subject to criminal liability for your role in the matter. Before I play that portion of the conversation, I'd like to show you something that the president retweeted a couple weeks before your call with him. Here's the president retweeting a post from one of his allies, a lawyer who was later sanctioned by a judge in Michigan for making false claims of election fraud. Let's take a look at that tweet. The tweet read, quote, President Trump, @real Donald Trump, is a genuinely good man. He does not really like to fire people. I bet he dislikes putting people in jail, especially, quote unquote, Republicans. He gave @Brian Kemp, Georgia, and @Georgia Secretary of State every chance to get it right. They refused. They will soon be going to jail. So on your call, this was not the first time the president was suggesting you might be criminally liable. With that, let's listen to this portion of the call.
I think you're going to find that they are shredding ballots because they have to get rid of the ballots because the ballots are unsigned. The ballots are corrupt. And they're brand new and they don't have seals and there's a whole thing with the ballots, but the ballots are corrupt. And you're going to find that they are, which is totally illegal. It's more illegal for you than it is for them because you know what they did and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk.
Secretary Raffensperger, after making a false claim about shredding of ballots, the president suggested that you may be committing a crime by not going along with his claims of election fraud. And after suggesting that you might have criminal exposure, President Trump makes his most explicit ask of the call. Let's play a part of that conversation.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,000 780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
Mr. Secretary,
Yeah, I think that minimum bid is messing it up.
exactly what he wanted. One more
I think
vote.
maybe I gotta. I would have to turn on the count by
What
10.
I
I
knew is
think.
that we didn't have any votes to find. We had to continue to look. We investigated, like I just shared the numbers with you. There were no votes to find. That was an accurate count that had been certified. And as our general counsel said, there was no shredding of ballots.
Oh, it should be double decked.
Mr.
That's
Secretary,
part
after
of
making
it.
this request, the president then goes back to the danger of having you deny these allegations of fraud. Let's listen to that part of the clip.
And I watched you this morning, and you said, well, there was no criminality, but I mean, all of this stuff is very dangerous stuff. When you talk about no criminality, I think it's very dangerous for you to say that.
Secretary Raffensperger, you wrote about this in your book, and you said, quote, I felt then and still believe today that this was a threat. Others obviously thought so too, because some of Trump's more radical followers have responded as if it was their duty to carry out this threat. Please tell us what you, your wife, even your daughter-in-law experienced regarding threats from Trump's more radical followers.
Yeah, the
Well,
bid is
after
a
the-
number
after
50
the
at a
election,
minimum. There you see it.
My email, my cell phone was doxxed, and so I was getting text all over the country. And then eventually, my wife started getting the text, and hers typically came in as sexualized texts, which were disgusting. You have to understand that Trish and I, we met in high school. We've been married over 40 years now, and so they started going after her. I think just to probably put pressure on me. Why don't you just quit, walk away? And so that happened. And then some people broke into my daughter-in-law's home, and my son has passed, and she's a widow and has 2 kids. And so we're very concerned about her safety also.
And Mr.
All
Secretary,
right, y'all.
why didn't
I'm
you
gonna go to
just
bed
quit
because I'm
and
about
walk
to
away?
doze off, and I still need to eat.
Because
Appreciate
I
y'all
knew
for
that we
tuning
followed
in.
the law,
Sorry,
we followed the
I took my meds and I'm tired as
I
fuck.
think sometimes
Love y'all.
it's
Appreciate
hard
you.
to
Have a good night.
stand up and just take the shots. You're doing your job, and that's all we did. You know, we just followed the law, and we followed the Constitution. And at the end of the day, President Trump came up short. But I had to be faithful to the Constitution, and that's what I swore an oath to do.
During the remainder of the call, the former president continued to press you to find the remaining votes that would ensure his victory in Georgia. Let's listen to a little more.
Why wouldn't you want to find the right answer, Brad, instead of keep saying that the numbers are right? So look, can you get together tomorrow? And Brad, we just want the truth. It's simple. And everyone's going to look very good if the truth comes out. It's okay. It takes a little while, but let the truth come out. And the real truth is I won by 400,000 votes, at least. So what are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
4 days after the president's call to Secretary Raffensperger was January 6th. The president whipped up the crowd in front of the ellipse, once again promoting the allegation that Secretary Raffensperger, the president's own attorney general,